So I just brought in 2 more cups. So, okay. So what is cupping therapy? So cupping is the application of suction cups on the skin in order to ease pain and address many other conditions. Thanks very much.
No, not yet.
Okay. So how is this done? Traditionally, with fire placed into the first ones was an animal horn. Then it later moved on to ceramic, then glass. Sometimes with bamboo as well. Bamboo is still used today. But it's, what they tend to do, they put it in some heated herbs and then apply it onto the skin. But I don't do that. And the fire is used to burn the oxygen in the cup, and that will create suction. Okay, and now we have these as well. These are more modern. These are like sort of Russian dolls. These are like collapsible ones. Okay, so you have the small one, which are mainly used in children, sometimes on the face. These little tiny ones here. All right. Yeah, let me just pull this out. These are really, really small ones that you can apply on for children under the age of 7. Okay. So I tend to use, well, I very rarely use these until quite recently, because I was completely a fire cupping kind of a guy until last week, until I did an outdoor video, and I was trying to demonstrate cupping in the outdoors, and because it was a windy day, every time I was trying to light something up, just kept on putting the flame out, and yeah, it's quite an embarrassing video if you want to look it up. Okay, so so those are the main things. It's used for many other musculoskeletal problems, respiratory conditions, digestive issues, some cosmetic complaints as well. Sliding cupping probably do the sliding cosmetic complaints. So the wrist cupping is burning. Yeah, burning. Well, you'd have to be a pretty bad cupper to cause burns. So
You should be fine.
I'm not convinced.
Maybe demonstrate how it can go wrong. That'd be good.
Well, basically when you
filming it some
so when you do
You'll be on YouTube.
So basically when you dip the cotton ball in the alcohol, the surgical spirit, you always have to make sure you squeeze the excess out so it doesn't drop on the client or on yourself or on the floor. Yeah, so that's very, very important. So can't emphasize that enough. Blistering can happen if the suction is too strong or you leave it on for too long. If there's anything that I missed out. Some bleeding. If you've done some acupuncture on the area and you stick a cup on there, especially very, very strong cupping, then that will suck up blood. So don't do it. Or what you do, just leave it a few minutes before you stick the cups on after. Okay. Any contraindications? Yeah. So don't cup over cuts, bruises. Don't cup over any orifices, any burns. People on blood thinners and haemophiliacs. Okay. So here's the actual practical side of things. So there's 3 different static cupping methods. So I'm going to show you the ones that I use in clinic. There are many others which I don't really use, but these are the main ones that I use. Okay, so static cupping there's 3 methods. There's a light one, there's a medium one, and then there's a strong one. So I'm going to start off with the light one. So these small ones here, the ones I tend to use in children. Sometimes you use this on the face, but I'm going to demonstrate the light one. This is the safest of all the cupping methods. So I'm not going to use like a large flame for this. So you just jump there, Marcus. There you go. So that's quite a weak suction. There is a bit of a pull there. Okay, and you can move this quite easily without causing any pain.
Does that feel nice?
It is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, very nice.
Okay. And then there's another.
So what would you use that for?
For this one, for this one, this is quite a weak suction one. So if I've got quite a new patient in and they've got low blood pressure and they're quite prone to fainting, I'd start off with a very, very light one. Or if I'm very, very cautious, then I'd probably revert to using like a Reston method technique, or what I call gua sha, which
lots of people now, especially the factor crew, they actually put it on and get people moving with it. So,
it's like an ART type.
Yeah, it's a fascial. You're trying to release off the connective tissue.
So this is the type of strength cupping that I would use, probably on on children under the age of 7, you know, for respiratory problems as well, and to move like stubborn phlegm as well, which is pretty good for that.
When you say the strength cupping, is that directly related to the size of the cup?
So the size of the cup and the strength of the suction. So like the bigger cup will cause a stronger suction, and also the size of the flame as well.
Yeah.
So this is why I'm using a small flame, but the lighter, you know, for this one. Okay. So medium strength cupping. So I also want to show you different methods as well. So this is one that was showed to me actually from a lady from Southeast Asia, and because she was so excited that she found out somebody that can do cupping, she showed me the way it was demonstrated to her. You know. So you know, no expense was spared here. There's 2p. Put that on put it in a tissue.
Magic trick.
Yeah. You wrap that around, I say.
Going to appear in my
Yeah,
box's
so-
orifices.
And just place that. So this is a medium strength cupping method.
Turning me into a Christmas pudding.
Yeah.
I'm going to use
Remember this for Christmas party.
I'm going to use 2 size 4 cups. For this. So. And this is, you know, when using fire, this is probably one of the safe methods. Do you place that on like so? What? Yeah, the suction's on there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is a medium strength cupping method. And this is one that I use, you know, if I just happen to be somewhere and I don't have any cups on me. if I don't have any cups on me, and if somebody's, you know, a bit ill, just not in a good way.
Bruising.
That's a good one, because when people say bruising, people tend to think that I've traumatized the area, I've hit them with something. There's a big difference between creating a suction and creating a mark and bruising.
That looks like it's going to bruise to me.
Yeah, it certainly does look like a bruise, but it doesn't. There's no trauma, but it certainly does. It does.
How does it feel?
Yeah, it feels nice.
Does it feel warm?
No, just feels like someone's.
Pulling
Yeah.
you?
I've got
Yeah. It's amazing how much
2 people sucking
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to show you the strong cupping method. This is.
How do you release off? Just
Oh yeah. The thing is, well, for this one, you can just pull it off just
Yeah.
like that. I used my thumb because it's just a habit.
Yeah,
but you
you
can
just
just
break
you
the
can pull
seal.
this one.
Yeah.
You can pull this one off just like that, very very easily.
Yeah.
But the strong cupping method, you wouldn't want to pull off straight away because it's really 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 strong.
pull the purse off.
Have you always had a hole there, Marcus?
You just need a mouth down.
So what does it feels like someone's kind of pulling your soft
Yeah.
tissues,
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah.
It's,
It'll be like
it's a reverse massage.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I think it's quite
So I'm interested. You say you do it on the face occasionally.
Yeah,
I mean,
you could
Can you show us
People
some
are genuinely willing to have marks on their faces.
Oh no! You don't. You wouldn't cause marking on the face. I'll show you. There's a.
So you can do it without
method.
marking, can you?
You can do it without marking. There's
Oh,
a method
okay.
I'm going to show you
Yeah.
a little bit later.
So I was going to say, because that's quite. I mean, it's one thing. I've had it done on my back, and it was there 6 weeks later. I thought, you have it on your face. You know, you've got
I
to
want 2 here, so it's like
yeah,
horns.
we've had your horns removed.
Alright, so here's the other method. So this is the one. I suppose, but this is you're dealing with a large flame here, so you need to know what you're doing with this one.
You've committed now, Marcus.
Okay. So with this one, okay. So some people just use a cotton wool ball, but I like to unravel it. So you can create a very large flame with this. So you can create a very strong suction. So the larger the flame,
You signed up for it?
the larger the stronger the suction.
Yeah.
So yeah, and there's some people when they demonstrate this, they just like they'll light it up and they'll keep talking and talking and talking. But the thing is, you're losing the strength of the suction if you do this. So you have to do this immediately. And also when it comes to safety, so I've squeezed it very very heavily so it doesn't, so none of the excess comes off. So I test it on myself, so it doesn't come off.
Sweet
Oh my
baby
God.
Jesus.
Whoa.
Oh, I see. Right, so it's literally, yeah.
It's not really that much
No.
heat to...
No, amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Can you
that.
feel the difference
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's
That
amazing.
is incredible.
The amount of That's insane. A
Yeah.
tiny bit of heat.
Yeah.
Because you would imagine that he's holding it there for like 5 seconds or something.
Yeah.
It's literally less than a second, isn't it?
I think it's just pulling the bottom of my lung out.
Yeah.
Well, it will certainly help to move a lot of
Yeah.
fluids inside it if you're very congested.
Like a buttock lift.
The carpet's lifting up.
Well, okay, we'll talk about that later if you want
What's it
to.
like?
If you want to go down that route as well, but I don't think we'll do a lot of that here. That's a
literally
really-
coming out like that.
That's a strong suction, yeah.
So how does that feel, Marcus?
That feels. I mean, it doesn't hurt, but I don't like it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
But that's a personal preference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's going to make me look a bit weird for 6 weeks, do you mind taking it off?
Yeah, okay, all right. Okay, so when I take this one off, I'm not gonna just put it off this way. That's
Yeah,
when
you've
you
gotta
use.
break-
Then
yeah.
you've got to break
Yeah.
it down a
Yeah.
little bit. There you go.
Excuse me.
That was curry last night.
There we go. Wow, goodness me. What have you been doing? What have you been doing on your
Yeah.
left-hand side?
It's always,
Taking it off one kidney at
It's
a
always
time.
reassuring when the practitioner says wow, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
been there for a little while. Right?
Yeah. So I mean, and also marking a part diagnostic as well. So like when you look for like a very deep red mark, that would indicate a very sort of recent injury, a recent trauma deep in there.
Is that a trophic sign? Autonomic nervous system, a kind of overload, or?
I'll say if it's an overload thing, pretty like overload over a period of time. So if you see like a dark purple sort of colour, that would indicate that it's been more of a chronic condition. So for me, it helps because I think when we were talking, I think last time we were talking about Achilles problems that were like quite chronic and you couldn't quite work out what's going on. For me, if I was to put a cup around the Achilles area, let's say from bladder 57 going down. Then if one side, let's say this is the affected area, and this comes really purple compared to the other side, at least then I know there's some stagnation there, there's some clotting going on there that needs to move. So that would be a good indicator. And also it's something that you can show to your patient as well. You can say, look, this is the affected side, this is the unaffected side,
Yeah.
and it's like something that they can that they can compare against.
How long would you actually leave it for on in practice? In half-hour sessions, so how long would the cup stay on for?
Okay. I think first time probably about 5 minutes.
Right.
Eventually build up to about 20 minutes.
Really?
Depending on the client.
Okay.
You have to be also very careful. The one that I just did is a very strong method.
Yeah.
So you don't want to cause any blistering. So you have to really evaluate. Hence why I also like using the glass ones.
And for say, if he's coming in for a complaint in that particular region, would you see them sort of once a week for a few weeks, for example?
Yeah, I'll see them once a week for a few weeks as well.
Yeah.
Oh, and also I forgot to mention as well for this strong cupping method as well. I like to use it in a large muscle group. So like piriformis type syndrome, placing that on the glute side, on the piriformis, I think is really good. I favour this to the IS
to Marcus.
For working on like larger muscle groups.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going on Instagram.
Yeah, absolutely is. Yeah. Oh, and so you wanted to ask about the face cupping. I'm going to do now. I'm going to move on to flash cupping, which is the one that doesn't really.
Put it away.
Once you go for the forehead.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
so this is
once you did, you had gone down quite a lot.
Yeah. This is flash cupping. So you can. This is one.
Cupping, he's in the flashing. Yeah.
So this is the one. It's also known as empty cupping as well. Don't ask me why it's called empty cupping. No idea. But so this is one that I like to use this is what has more of an energizing effect, more of an invigorating effect. So it's good to use for a pre-event like sports massage, some atrophy types syndromes as well. And also it's used on the face, but it has almost like an exercise-like quality on the face. Yeah. So I'll show this one. So.
Can you do this one down here?
Okay.
Would that be alright?
So you do an issue on the left side.
Well, I've got issues all over the place, mainly mental.
Okay, so you put them on, take them off. Put them on, take them off.
Wow.
Take them off.
It's like Inspector Gadget going up a wall, isn't it?
I'm really probably sit with such little.
Yeah, isn't it? Tiny little bit of.
Okay, so that's like a tight releasing.
Yeah. So and you can do this on the face without leaving major marks.
No.
I mean that marked a little bit because I left it on there for a bit. But if I was to do it on the face, it'd be like bang, take
Yeah.
it off, bang, take it off, bang, take it
You're
off.
getting high.
Yeah.
Nice rosy
It's
cheeks.
stinky.
Yeah. So like, I've used this as well for like stroke rehab and that sort of thing. As well.
Stroke
It's
rehab.
like a ladybird.
Yeah, for like in a bed paralyzed and one, I'm trying to make it and try, just to, it's like to stimulate the muscles, back into action a bit, All right.
Probably look into it over like an ITB friction or something, or an actual patella or something like that.
It's quite a useful way, rather than
No, it's not good.
Yeah.
Lifting it off.
lifting it off, like a sort of a fascial release type thing. It's
Mm.
quite handy for that.
And
I like these. I was interested to see how these blue ones work.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
these
not quite as
dramatic.
dramatic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Theatrical.
Yeah, that's
So that's the
it.
thing,
Yeah.
you can put that on someone's natural knee and they can squat with it and move and you don't have to keep
Yeah,
sat
yeah,
there.
more sort of background theory and how it all
Alright,
comes
so
out.
this
Yeah,
one.
just background,
You can watch it on video soon.
yeah.
I think he's going to put it on YouTube.
Food.
Eating my food. Hello,
So what's
this is not a
this?
good view.
Is that chicken?
That's
a chicken?
Actually, is that even? I mean, it's like,
What was that?
yeah,
Alright.
I was sort of like Irish come.
It's my Liverpudlian accent.
It's just Scots accent.
You just, yeah, you let us know.
Okay, so for this one, when you do sliding
If
cupping,
we insulted or not.
so this is one that I like to use. Just a very sort of it's like a generalised massage, but it's very very non-specific pain that they're having, like somewhere around this region, or they just keep saying like you start to prod and poke and say, well, does it hurt here? They're not really giving you any real indication as to what's going on. Then I like to do like a generalised cupping technique, which is sliding cupping. So this could be compared a little bit to your, I think, what do you call it now? ISTIM now? Is it ISTIM do you call it? Like in a straight,
Kinetic stuff.
yeah, so you can move that around.
That's quite nice.
Yeah, I was going to say
Yeah.
that probably is quite a good, like an intermediate sort of.
It's a bit like skin rolling.
Yeah, and also you can also you're sucking blood up to the area as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I quite like that idea. Yeah, I'm not so
Yeah.
keen on personally
Not
having
too-
to.
Yes,
I've
yes,
had cupping
yeah.
a couple of times, and I felt quite.
Yeah.
I don't think I was cautioned enough about how long the marks would last.
How deep does that feel to you?
It feels pretty superficial. Honestly,
Yeah.
to be honest, it literally feels like someone's sort of rubbing the back
Yeah.
of a knife up and down me. It's just like
Yeah.
that kind of.
It's done quite well though, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean this is like a medium sort of strength. I mean you can be a bit more harsh with this as well. If you want to start using a stronger
Yeah.
structure.
It's
a certain goals for these.
Yeah.
Do you use that in association with oil, or
Yeah.
just do it on bare skin if you
Well,
want?
I won't do sliding cupping with without oil.
Yeah.
It's just a bit abrasive. So this is a stronger one, yeah. How's that feel?
Get it right behind the shoulder.
Yeah. All right. Here you go.
Yeah, this one.
This one here.
Ooh, sorry.
Yeah. So this one's good as well for dealing with oedema. So if you've got, let's say, oedema in the ankle here, this is why for me personally, I like to use. If I had to choose between fire cupping and this, I'd go for the fire straight away all the time, because with the fire cupping you can put the flame in the cup, place it there, move it up. This is for edema, go bang. Whereas with this, you're having to press down
Yeah.
and then slide up, and you have to
Okay.
press down with that and start moving it. Yeah. Well, you've got the pumps as well, but that's
So it's
still
quite firm, isn't it?
yeah. You have the pumps there, and you've got to
Yeah.
slide up. And
Yeah, thumbs up
yeah.
as well, yeah.
So yeah, those are the main ones. So, yeah. So you've got the flash cupping. You use that in many different conditions. You can use that most parts of the body. Plantar fasciitis.
I was going to say, you can use it on the, that's probably actually quite nice down there, and
Yeah.
and marking again is not going to be such an issue, is it, in terms of going strongly?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
of course it's funny. It's
Sorry.
markers. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yours.
No.
So
I mean,
yeah.
these thing that plantar fasciitis is fairly chronic, quite difficult to manage.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the results you're getting with you using this on those sort
With
of cases?
plantar fasciitis, to be quite honest, I haven't really had that many that have come through the door. But when I've seen them, once, 2, 3 times, the results have been pretty good. Especially when people are just like so sensitive. When you put any pressure,
Yeah.
it's nice to do something reverse. I've actually had problems where people have had very very arched feet,
Yeah.
and you try to, and then that's the time I start to revert to like the fascial sore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess for you, people are probably telling you about it secondarily to what they're primarily coming in with, whereas generally speaking, they're more likely to come and see us and physios, aren't they? With plantar fasciitis, we don't see that many in the first place.
Yeah. So,
I like that reverse chat with the high arches, I suppose, or if someone's very lordotic and you want to get the tissues responding. So obviously working on certain muscles, you have to go for the low back. Right? That's good.
In terms of the edema, what would be your normal sort of protocol for that? I mean, what would we can get patients with edema all the time. So how would you treat them?
Okay, so with edema, so let's say for example there's edema in the ankle, I'll demo it. Yeah. So let's do it.
Come down here.
You need a few more red marks.
Yeah. So you've got the lucky socks on, so you're okay.
I like to keep decent.
Yeah. It's obvious.
All right.
Sarah's got the money
And
shot.
then how?
Yep.
So once you've treated them, when do you follow up with them? Do you give them another treatment if they've got edema?
I'll keep going. Maybe even do maybe also do some measurements as well, like the size of what the edema is, and see how it's progressed over a period of time.
Yeah.
And we'll discuss with them how much improvement do they want to see, so how many times they want to have sessions. Yeah.
I was thinking that I think Marcus was saying he did some kinesiotaping on edema, it worked really well. We did like strips, and you can see where it was raising up. So I guess in a way, ultimately that is very gentle suction, isn't it? So that's not a dissimilar approach.
This one.
Whereas this, I can imagine, is working really well.
Yeah, we go. That's a bit much though. They've got to be quite liberal with this all.
Whoa.
Gosh.
Yeah, boy.
Okay. Yeah, this isn't the medium that I always use. There you go.
So don't worry, Marcus, this isn't flammable.
You're just going to be whacked.
Bit of I was going to say, bit of leg waxing.
Yes.
Great.
This is what it will look like.
Ooh.
Whoa, sorry.
Oh.
Sarah's going.
Another way of doing cupping as well. There's this one, not very commonly used, but it's one that I use nonetheless. Especially when I'm, when I don't have my equipment with me, you can just use a tea mug.
It's your party trick.
Yeah.
You might want to stand back this time, Sarah.
Do you have to use those specific cupping tools?
No, I just.
Could you use like a wine glass or whatever?
Not wine glass, they're pretty thin, but anything.
Jam jar. Jam jar maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Kill the jar.
Sorry, I burned you and I've cut you.
Yeah. And there's no extra charge.
Ooh.
There you go.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Wow.
There you go. Tell someone
I don't like your faces, especially yours, Nisha, with your teeth.
So you can see how
With my teeth.
how bruised you're going to be.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, just practicing.
You need to practice it, Marcus.
There you go.
Oh, that's not so bad. Yeah, that hasn't left a hole.
That's not quite as
No, nowhere near.
vigorous
Yeah.
as the
No.
Yeah.
spirit.
Yeah, I think you need to try it again.
Medical spirit.
What
Yeah.
was that? What were those two dark ones then?
That was the medical. That's the most aggressive cupping one.
Big, they were big
Yeah.
cups and they
Yeah,
had
with
the
With the big.
A lot of
flame
flaming.
and the white
Yeah,
spirit.
We're definitely
Bigger.
We're doing it for lats a lot, just getting my band on the door and
Yeah.
doing ice still. I quite like to just stick a cup on it and get them on with it. Save my thumbs.
Yeah, so that's cupping for you.
Yeah.
If you want any further questions, please do let me know. I'll put that on YouTube. Please do get in touch. Go to
Shall I-
www.waldegrave clinic.co.uk.
Film us and put some YouTube of you.
Shall I stop now?
Yes,
I don't know.